Howdy. I have no idea. Alright. So it looks like I'm on the same stream on YouTube, which is nice, but switching where I'm routing through didn't help. Instead of routing through Texas, I'm routing through Cali now, and it says it's working better at times, but the color is not changing off of red, which is weird because it's like way better on the KPS. So I don't know if this is better. Let me know, folks, if you actually did stick around. Like, is this better? Is it running better for you folks? I have no idea. Because I'm very confused. Let me see if I fix some things. Well, I say fix. Let's go there. Did that do anything? Still super inconsistent. Oh, this would be unfortunate. Because I wanted to stream something today. Ah, unfortunate. I can't rely on this stuff. I don't know. Is this better? Anybody here? Otherwise, I'll stick with it because it looks like numerically it's better, but I'm used to paying attention to the color coding on the bottom right of OBS, and that is not changing off of red. Whether or not my KPS is actually pretty good, it looks like. Hey, dogs. How you doing? You want to come say hi, Spud? Yeah, come here. Hi, Spud. Hi, Spud. Oh, come here, little dude. Ah. You know, but he's mine. You know anything to say? Oh, I love you too. I don't know if this is working. What do you think, Spud? Is this working? Should I just do it anyway, just so it's done? You know? Yeah, you want to escape like that. It's very undignified to be held like that. Well, now you're gonna wrap up my headphones. You don't need them. Only your dad needs them. Oh, yeah, you stinky too. You stinky puppy. Yeah, you smell like stink. I don't know. Looks like the numbers are holding good, so I'm gonna give it a go. If anybody could let me know if it works down the line, great. If not, whatever. I'll give it a go and then I'll watch it back and see how bad it is. Like right now, it's terrible. Like right now, it is absolutely terrible. This is mine. You can't have it. You can't have it. I don't know. It was holding good there for a second, and then it's back to holding like shit. I guess I'll watch it back over here. Refresh. Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Casper Brennej said, "Not getting any spinning circles currently."
That's good. But it is like still getting low. I don't know. Hey, you. No, this is my headphone cord. You don't need it. You don't need a tiny potato.
Casper Brennej said, "Never mind, it's back."
Yeah. It's getting low here and there. I don't know why. I don't have anything like running on here that should be taking. Like, I don't think it's my end. Which sucks. It's bothersome. It's bothersome. I don't know what I could do. I don't think there's anything. Let me see if anything changes with my exit. No. I was hopeful that exiting my browser might help. Like right now, it's getting up to like 30,000K, 50,000K. It's not even supposed to go up that high. I think it's OBS. I don't even... It's weird. Why is it at 50,000 KPS? Like, it's great right now. Oh, I'm so confused. It should be good right now. Like, right now, it should be tight. It's solid. Like, I'm looking at the KBS. It's great. I love this lack of surety of being able to do the thing I want to do. But it looks like we're holding good now, so I'll take it. And hopefully it decides, like, yeah, it's okay. Maybe the potato here helped. I don't know. I'm also watching it on Twitch, and it might be helping. I don't know what I'm doing, folks. Make sure that's on. Yes. Okay, things should be back to okay. Looks like it's holding now. Exactly where it should be holding. Let's see. The thing. The let's settle this. Little clickbaity. I try not to be too clickbaity. I don't like it. Clickbait stuff. But we'll go through this. I ran 2 polls on Twitter a while back. That's what this is about. Oh yeah? Barking potato dog.
Casper Brennej said,
Yeah, it's holding good now.
Casper Brennej also says my comments have a big delay.
That I don't know about. That I can't help you with. I don't understand comments. I don't get enough chat. Nothing. I can't tell you that. If you're talking about when the lady hears it, yeah, that takes a little bit for her to say it. But for me to get them, it shouldn't be that bad. I usually tend to wait till she says it, though. So that might be part of it. I don't know. But yeah, it seems to be solid now. So I'm going to take advantage of it while it's working. And we're going to start with this. And then I need more coffee. I'm tired. I'm back from work and I am beat. I need more coffee to survive this. But I've been wanting to get to this subject for a minute. So happy to do it. Oops. You gotta hold your merch the right way so it's readable, right? It's my bad. And I would like to get through the coffee before it's cold, but we'll see if that happens. It doesn't tend to happen. Display screen. Oh, that probably did work, but I'm doing the wrong thing. Oh, it did work, I think. Display screen. Yeah, it worked. I just turned it off because I'm a goofball. And then let's get some of me out of the way. There we go. It's still like super laggy on OBS, but when I'm doing stuff like this, I can do this. But gaming and stuff, like I can't run this. this. Like, watch. You see how smooth the mouse is moving? Yeah. Anyway. Ran 2 polls. Same day, same qualifications. Like, the sentences are the same. Just the choices were different. My goal with this was to see polls tend to get a lot more interaction on Twitter than a lot of things. And I wanted to see if that would hold true, for one.
Casper Brennech said. Casper Brennech says so far it is running fine.
Yeah, no, it's running fine. I'm just curious why you're writing what she's going to say. Are you just having fun with my lady bot there? That's fine. Anywho. These polls are basically supposed to be very open-ended. That's the best way to put it. Like, your definitions on a lot of these things were very, like, whatever the person thought when they were reading it. Like, that's exactly what I wanted. These are general questions that I come up every so often in the indie comics community in particular. I hear it again and again, but it comes up in comics, period. And honestly, you want all of these things in this poll's case to work, right? My vote was the same on both of these. I don't think I could vote, but like what I would have bet on was this one. What I didn't expect.
David Schmeling said, "Howdy again. It seems to run well for me now too."
Yeah, it took a minute. It took a minute, and then it stabilized, and now it's holding good. So I'm gonna just be grateful and keep at it. I added the whatever works in both because that's what I believe. You know, I don't think any of these lines are rigid, and that any of this could work. What I was so surprised, out of almost 200 folks, only 3% chose the business, which is the only reason the other two can consistently happen. That one spooks me for like most of indie comics. I can see how it happens. I'm not one to speak. Like I know how it happens, right? Like business isn't the number one concern. But at the same time, like in a lot of cases, it should be. And your definition of good business is, whatever. There's a lot of different angles to that. But I was very shocked so few chose it. It spooks me for indie comics, honestly. But this is honestly, most folks tell you if there's a good story, they'll hang with mediocre to bad art. If there's good art, I think a lot more folks would hang than voted here. Only 1 in 5 said they'd hang with good art and a bad story. I would say the entire genesis of Image Comics is kind of the argument that you could have good art
Casper
and
Brennech
shit stories and do well.
said, "Did the stream end already?"
No, we're talking right now. I don't know, there's something weird now. I don't know what's going on. Folks are confusing me. Okay, on Twitch, it says I'm offline. But then you click on here and it's running. Twitch is weird with me. It doesn't like me. Oh yeah? No, it's still there on YouTube. No, we're good. I don't know, unless something else is weird. You should be good. The stream did not end, though. Let me check my channel directly, just in case something weird here. No, it should be good. And it didn't even, like, split the streams when I stopped and started again, it looks like. I don't know. I'm going to say we're good. And I don't know what's going on. Yeah, you guys close the door, and now you're locked in here. I have 3 wild beasts below me, and I just hope they don't continue to go crazy while I'm doing this. Probably got to hear the puppy, though.
David Schmeling said, "YouTube works for me."
Okay. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't know, guys. I will always do my utmost, but sometimes I just got to roll with it. So anyway, I just thought this was interesting. Nearly 200 votes, and 3% said the business, and that scares me for indie comics. Like, I know art and business, like, they are usually diametrically opposed, but one tends to do much better with the other also being handled very well. So it kind of bugs me. I wanted Whatever Works to smash both of these polls to prove a point, and it didn't smash this one, but it came close. Like, it shared a third of the vote itself, with Good Story really kicking the most ass, right? Almost half, 2/5. Um, yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Whatever Works is honestly what I think, but just really shocks me how few folks are like, if you run your business well, you should be okay. Because I think that is more true than the other two. I think you could have the greatest art and story on earth, and if you're running a bad business, ain't nobody gonna see it. So I thought that was interesting. And then there was this one, which this one was bait. And this one did what I wanted to. I wanted Whatever Works to smash. I'm glad it did. Uh, but you can see the demographic for comics right here. Like, I would say, like, this 92%, like, is crazy to me. I think, again, I'm glad Whatever Works won. That's my belief on this one as well. But I just thought it was interesting how many folks are just like, no, male protagonist. Like, this one smashed, so it proved the point I wanted it to, yada yada. But oh, weird. Let me see something here, guys. It's weird. Display capture.
David Schmeling.
Yep, that is
said,
weird. That's
the
right.
question is that the audience for U.S. comics?
Question is that the audience? I have no idea. I think so. I think men are predominantly the Western almost comic read, but particularly American, as you're saying. Like, it's very much men, and then they've tried very hard, like most geek culture, to extend olive branches and try and appease an invisible, other that likely does exist, but like it's not. You throw people into a box and then assume that you can please that entire box, and therefore you'll get a new market, and that's not how it works. Uh, but I thought, this was interesting. I'm glad Whatever Works smashed, because I think that, whatever works for your project is what you should do. That was my kind of point with both of these polls, was, whatever works should work. But that first poll, again, people are like, just have a good story. And then Whatever Works, which is okay, fine, I get it. But we've had this discussion again and again. This one in particular, so many times in indie comics. Again, it comes up at least once every 6 months. Hi, Lito. What do you want, babe? Just affection and attention. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting. I don't think this is the demographics per se, but you'll find this in any medium. Again, it's why a lot of narratives against the patriarchy and such like prevail, is because there is an obvious skew to many art forms to a specific gender, and I think that is natural of the market. But I also think the end of the day, like art in particular should be as widely open as possible. Don't you dare. This cat already tried to jump on a TV and instead just kicked it forward. And I'm lucky because it fell on something that could have broken the TV, and she didn't break the TV. I was very lucky. She was eyeballing jumping over that again. Wild animals. Too many wild animals. But yeah, again, these weren't like anything specific. This was just the let's settle this bit. I wanted to cover it. It's kind of why I did these polls. These polls like finished a while back, and so it's been a while since I got to them. Right, almost 2 weeks. I wanted it to get to it earlier. But yeah, more engagement than I usually get in terms of, votes, which was nice because it was a general question. I just thought these were curious. And again, I'm very happy that this one won. Because again, it doesn't, to me, none of this shit matters. Like, tell the story you want to tell. But yeah.
David Schmeling said, I'd love to see a poll about where the audience comes from, EU, US, etc.
Yeah, in general, I would guess it is all over the place, but primarily U.S. in my case with my audience. There are a lot of people who follow me internationally, as you do. Thank you very much, Mr. Stein. But I would guess it's predominantly men and American men. But nonetheless, yeah, that is true. I don't know. I don't have the numbers.
Oh, Mondo, cool. That's right, boys.
On whatever works if you titled it all of the above instead.
Well, yeah, but then it wouldn't be whatever works. You know what I'm saying? Because it limits it to these three. Right? And that would be the same over here. These three aren't the only things you need. That's the bit. Like, that's true, but then that would be more specific than I wanted. I wrote what I wanted. If it works, then it's fine, even if it's none of these options. Or all of these options. Right? Like, for example, these three, super important. But there might be another one that gets your comic working, such as networking. Now, could that follow into good business? Maybe. Maybe you're networking with folks who aren't good for your business, but somehow are still allowing you to make your work. I don't know. Whatever works was chosen very specifically because it both included all three of these and left open possibility for none of these in both cases. Now, I think this covers, like, these three also cover most possible protagonists if they're specifying gender. But not guaranteed. Lita, I really wish you didn't close the door so your kids could have gotten out of here. Got a whole bigger room, but you wouldn't close the door. I'll be right back. Go. Get out of here. Oh, yeah. Oh, let me fix this mic. But you're right. There's very much a possibility that would have allowed more votes on that. But again, it wasn't the answer I wanted. I specifically did choose whatever works because there are things that may work that I did not list. But yeah, I just thought those were interesting, and that's the whole let's settle this. Like, there wasn't anything crazy I wanted to chat about any of these things. I think that is prevailing and will prevail for a very long time based upon the systems that we work in. From the ground up. Like, there's a lot of bits there. So that was tough, but it's true. But nonetheless, I'm glad this won because there are so many comic creators with female protagonists and comics that just kick total ass that get the job done. That this 22% is kind of not part of, right? It was interesting. I was curious, and that was it. That's literally all of this. Like, I didn't even expect this to settle. My point was to look at this, and then people would vote, and it worked. And the fact that they each got about the same amount of votes in there as well, even though with the title the same, but the options different. I thought that was curious as well. It's just something interesting. Again, I didn't really have too much to say on any of it. I'm fully in the whatever works camp for both. You could have a really, really shitty story and amazing art, and somebody, and maybe even enough people, will really like it. You could have great business and a very poor product, and there's still a good chance that you can keep it going. Again, whatever works, that's totally what I'm behind. Same with this. If your protagonist is compelling, whatever genitals it has or whatever they wish to call themselves probably won't matter these days. It will matter to some folks. I'm sure. Again, there's 22% who were just like, no, it should be a dude. But honestly, like, no, it's 70% here in this case. So like, whatever, just make a compelling protagonist, right? Yeah. I just again, I just was very curious, and I was curious if there would be anything like weird in the chat as well, if people would be very strongly like opinionated.
Here to serve.
Opinionated. What did you hear when I said opinionated? I heard maestro.
Here to serve.
Weird. And it is on, but it's not playing music. No. 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 This might have a groove. Yeah, so we're I don't really have anything new to show you folks. If you've caught the last couple streams with Jack, the artists are fully paid. I'm just waiting for the last of the colors to come in and for me to sit down and do another draft of the lettering script on Jack 4. I have the angles I want to approach it now, so that's good.
Mondo cool. That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
I guess it's cool. I don't know how it heard that. Sometimes the band's a little hyper. Second time that happened today. Apologies if I blew anybody's ears out. It's supposed to do that, but it's supposed to do it at appropriate times. It's just kind of when the band feels it. Couple successful campaigns. I'd like to congratulate the wonderful Mrs. H at Team IronVerse Comics for succeeding in her campaign for... Let me pick it out. 153% last time I saw, but hopefully it's further along than that by now. We'll see. 123% last I saw. Pardon. Display screen. Sometimes they're under hyper. Display screen. Yep, $661. She's doing well. I'll throw this into chat if you folks are curious to check it out. She does the wonderful animations you see on the channel. A bunch of other stuff. Just glad this is her first crowdfunding campaign, and I'm glad it's a success. I actually have a copy of the book and stuff since I've been a patron of her for a while. I just have not. I've got a mail day that's got some really cool stuff that I need to sit down and open everything. I got the sketch cards from Illustrator Monkin. I got the Adventures of Captain Orange volume or issue 1.2, right? The remaster. I got Ben Dunn's Tomorrow Girl X Common America, and I have Common America 6, I think it is. All those, and I want to open them, but I just haven't gotten to them yet. But yeah, congrats to her. I'm super stoked. It was funded very quickly. And I hope she continues to sell more. Links in chat if you'd like to check it out or share it around.
Sarah
We very much appreciate it.
said, "Hello IronVerse Comics, can I have request for you? Can you show your anime shirt collection that you have? Thanks."
I have 2 shirts, so showing them wouldn't be that great. Honestly. One of them was Hunter x Hunter, and then the other one was a Cowboy Bebop shirt. That's it. I don't have a collection. Appreciate that. Right now I'm wearing my own merch, available at IronVerseComics.com. I think this shirt's for sale. I might have taken it down. Did I take it down? Yeah, I took this shirt down, so it's not available. So, in fact, I think I'm the only person who has this shirt. But, Jack Iron Steel Cowboy, issue number 2 cover shirt. But yeah. No, I can't show. I think both of them are actually in the laundry right now. It's only the 2 shirts. You're not missing much. I think we have the 3 shirts available here. If folks are interested for whatever, like it helps us continue to do our work, all that fun stuff. But yeah, thanks for stopping by again. It's interesting you're so interested in the shirts. I definitely don't have a collection. My shirts are very random. Closest thing I have a collection of is my own merch, right? Like I have quite a few of those shirts. Yeah. So I was talking about the wonderful Mrs. H's stuff. Yeah, there's the link in chat, IronVerseComics.com. You can read our work for free. Check out the merch there if you're curious. Let's see. I don't think I had anything else specifically to talk about. I just want to finish this coffee, and then we might do something a bit more fun. Just the kids seem to be having fun. You might hear a little playing out in the other ear. Got a groove on this track. All right. Ooh, this is a good one. All right. Yeah, no, I didn't have anything else specifically to hit up today, except I wanted to talk about those. Like, that was a big one. Then I have a couple ideas for, like, videos I'd love to make. But the one I really want to make would require a lot of research and prep. It would be an edited, structured video. I've been having a hard time finding time for things over the last couple weeks. Super tough. Again, like the mail day videos take me like 5 minutes. I like doing it because it's a mutual promotional thing, and I'm just stoked to have the books. I love what creators fulfill. Like, it's a huge deal. Yeah, no, nothing else. Nothing else right now. So we might just go ahead and do a game or something.
Casper Brennej said, crowdfunding always seems so scary to me. Still don't have the balls to make one myself.
Oh, it's terrifying. Definitely don't be down on yourself for that. It's you know. I don't even know like how I could like talk somebody up into doing it. It's just something you feel you want to do and could try. Just make sure you got your ducks in a row, and however it goes, and then keep up with it, right? Like most of my bravery comes from ignorance more than like being courageous, right? Like it's a big difference. I mean, sure, doing it itself came from like I need to do it, but had I known all the things I know now, would I have still jumped in the arena? Well, now knowing everything, if you include like the processes and knowing like the experience,
Neostar Productions
probably
said, Reserman stands before you.
Howdy. But it was something I needed to do. It was the only way I could get this thing done, right? I really wanted to make Jack issue 2, and so I did. I found the only way I could. When you can do all the things yourself in terms of production, you know, the art and everything, right? You're definitely taking less bets. I think it's a safer bet, if nothing else, right? Because at least it's all under your control, which is also scary. But you're not relying on others, which can be a bit of a relief if they're professional and they're good and they know what they're doing. But if they're not those things, then it could be a catastrophe. And I've seen a lot of folks deal with that problem, particularly after funding, and that's the worst time to have any problems. Right, like the campaign and getting the money in, like that's a hard enough fight, but then actually being able to do the work, like that shouldn't be a fight. That should just be something that you were sure of and could get done. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Skip track?
As you wish.
Oh man, they're on it today. Thank you, band.
David Schmeling said, crowdfunding would probably not work for me just yet. Eliza Barr said, your Twitch stream is just erroring out.
Welcome, Eliza Barr. Thank you. I had it open. It was working a second ago. Get my head out of the way. So, like, it gives me this, but then I click over here, and it's working. Or was working. Yeah! I don't know. Twitch hates me, Eliza Barr. Twitch hates me greatly. I think it hates that I'm co-streaming, if I'm being honest. I think it somewhere in how it's coded, it quite literally does not like people who co-stream. So that might be what it's doing. As you can see, to me, it's working. It's just weird. But, like, my Twitch interaction hasn't been good.
It just threw network errors at me.
Which I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it's doing for other folks, Eliza Bar. Like, I think I might be a form of shadow banned on Twitch because of restreaming, right? But it is what it is.
Said, seems to be a theme today with the streams being difficult today.
So, like...
Eliza Barr said, Codyception.
Yeah, it's too much me. Like, I can't even handle one me. But the problem being, right, it would sure be swell. And, like, this is way far back, too. This is, like, what, 30 minutes ago. I would like to separate what I do on the streams, right? Like, I'd like maybe the YouTube stuff to focus purely on the comic discussions and that kind of content, and then do gaming on Twitch. Like, that would be probably the smart way to get around this, and it's definitely a worthy experiment, I think. I think it would definitely be worth seeing if not restreaming, right, actually works. It does say I got 2 views on Twitch, so I have no idea. I have no idea. But thank you, as always, Lysbar, for letting me know, like, the data from you folks, like, checking this stuff out. Like, it's super helpful to me. Because I only got the one perception, and it's really easy for folks to, for me in particular, to think that that perception is what's happening. So, I don't know.
Neostar Productions.
There you go. There's multiple me's
Said,
again, just in case you were worried.
I've been thinking of going to a trade school, hopefully starting in January.
I'm behind trade schools as far as I'm aware. I am not an educated individual. So never, like, take any word of mine on the education, any sort of education system with any, like, credence. Like, just don't. My experiences were less than enjoyable, let's just say. And I know most people's weren't, but, like, even with a system, the systematic end of it, I had some great issues with. So, but trade school's different than some, and they're less likely to bait and switch you than some. So, good luck on that. I hope that works for you. It's always good to have more paper, and more experience and life knowledge and all these other things that they should be providing. So yeah, congrats is what I'm going to say now, and I hope it works out very, very, very well for you. I really do. Yeah, see, Twitch isn't catching up on the chat, though, either, Eliza Bar. Like, I know, I just undid this. But you see how far back the chat is? Even though RestreamBot should be shoveling the chat into here, like, you haven't even shown up. Like, this is from a stream. This is from... I had to cancel the stream and start it again. This is from before that. So something is funky, for sure, over on my Twitch. So I may have to consider doing like separate streams, which is annoying. Really is annoying.
Neostar
I like this
Productions said, Elizabar, it took me a second to realize which Cody was actually speaking.
To be fair, both are speaking. It's just different times, right? But we covered the Let's Settle this part of this, so if you folks are interested, go ahead and rewind it. It was talking about these two polls. You can actually see me talking about them again if you're interested on Twitch, which is kind of funny to me. Display screen.
Casper Brennech
These polls.
said, so Cody, now that I actually have you here, what did you think of my little Jack Irons the Recluse fan comic I posted a few days ago?
Alright, we actually do have something else to show. I totally forgot to show that because it is bitchin' fan art. I love these mini comics. We've gotten a couple of them throughout the years. I'd say maybe this is the third, right? I love when people resonate with our work enough to actually want to do something. Like, that's kind of how the creators over at IronVerse Comics, like, formed. How IronVerse Comics formed, honestly, is the same thing. I guess it'd be before of them, because I gotta count Cactus Coyote's Dollar Coins first piece as well. But this is it. Let me get my fat head out of the way. From the wonderful Casper Brennech. So if you're not following him on Twitter, please do. In fact, I'll put the link to the tweet in chat. It's really cool. I love your colors. I love the perspective. The panel flow is fun. The concept is interesting. I like what you did back here. Made him more cybernetic. It's neat. It's neat. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, give me something. Give me something. I remember something. No. Ooh. Okay, this is something. I can deal with that. But it's neat. I would echo the creator of the Recluse, Scott K. here, his sentiment. Love it! Cybernetics is an interesting touch. I agree. I just like what it did to the skull. I think it looks really cool. I like the layout. Maxie likes a lot of layouts like this where there's one big panel that's basically the page, right? But then you panel on top of it. I like those kind of layouts quite a bit. And thank you, by the way. We and I, particularly, really appreciate fan art. It's kind of how we make our bones. In fact, I need to, or made our bones. I need to update this section pretty soon. It's just been a bit, so I haven't updated it in a little while. But,
Casper Brennech said, smiling face with open mouth and smiling eyes.
Uno momento, let me see. So I think I know what to do in that. Let me show you. There's text right here you guys can't see. It did that to the cover of the Recluse as well, where there's some green. I removed it. I think it has something to do with this properties, please. Skip track. Okay, fine. Don't skip track. Let me see if this returns it. I say the yay return. No, it doesn't. So I thought it was my chroma key that's removing green. Like it's supposed to. You can see it on my couch, right? You can see it kind of turn on and off the chroma key bit. But yeah, like OBS has been removing the color green from like pieces of art I've shown, and as you can see, like this lettering basically disappears. It's bright green. Very weird. But yeah, I need to update this, the fan art section here, ASAP. I think there's like 2 or 3 more pieces going, and your piece should be in here. Some of these have links, I believe. Right? Didn't I do that? Or was I... Did I not do that to a lot of these? Yeah, I did in alphabetical order in some cases. No? I thought I turned some of these into links. Yeah, there we go. Like this one. Right? Yeah. So some of them have links. So if you have like a website you'd like me to link on when I do this, please let me know. Because a lot of these I don't have like links for. So yeah, here we go. Another from Amy. Boss Baby there. But yeah, we do have a fan art section on the site. I bet one of your older pieces is in here too, Mr. Casper. I just couldn't tell you where. Yeah, I even got one of my really cruddy pieces in here. Those eyes are like way too close together. I am not an artist, FYI. I feel sorry for the unfortunate folks who got a sketch card from me. I'm so glad Mrs. H also did a sketch card, so you're getting a decent sketch card and a very poor one from me for the folks who backed those. But yeah, there's like 150 or so pieces on here. Very, very grateful for the folks who shared their time. But yeah, that kind of covers like everything. I'm glad you brought that up though, Casper. I would have felt bad not sharing that. That thing slipped my mind. Just as it happens. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that did kind of cover everything. I can end this stream and then start another one that's gaming. See if that works, but it'd be over on Twitch. I could try that today. It's weird. It's just so weird that, like, this is allegedly working for me, but then, like, if you just go to my channel, which should just be running the stream, right? Yeah, it's not. It says I'm live. It says the most recent video, but it's not actually like somewhere you can click on it. It's very odd. I'll just say that. I don't like it. I don't think it's working.
We'll hop over in a bit. There should be some time for it.
Yeah, I mean, my pups are actually behaving. Unless, are you eating something you're not supposed to, Spud? No. He's teething a bit, so he can chew on things that I don't want him to chew on sometimes. But he's chewing on something that's not too bad to chew on. Yeah, animals are behaving pretty good. So I could do that. I don't know. The thing is, like, I can just continue this stream because it is actually running. The problem is it wouldn't work on Twitch, which, like, the gaming's for. So you know what? I guess I gotta try it. And if it doesn't work, I'll end that stream and then just start one that's also double stream.
Neostar Productions said, "Doggies."
Yes, 2 doggies. There's one. Oh, it's cutting him out. There's the potato. And there's the Alita. Hi, Alita. Hi, baby girl. She's doing so good with the new puppy. She's helping me out so much. Hi, Spud. You gonna look up, buddy? Potato. Hey, hey. Nah, he's too busy chewing on the table. Ah, there you go. Yeah, dogs. I got me some dogs. That's the thing I got. I don't got a lot, but I got me that.
Neostar Productions said, "That's the spirit."
But yeah, it's just weird. Well, now they're coming in. You see how long the break was? Well, then it started putting them back in chat. So, like, chat comes through, but, like, the video is not. Twitch hates me. It hates me greatly. It hurts how much it hates me. Yeah, I want to play a game. So, I'll be back. Thank you folks so much for watching. I just wanted to chat about those, get the stream working, and it worked. So hopefully when I come back, it'll work as well. I will be over here on Twitch. So here is the Twitch link. If you're not already subbed or following my Twitch, please do. Last I checked, yeah, I'm at 38 out of 50.
Star Productions said, Jack Iron Steel Dog Go.
Yes, I am at 38 out of 50 followers on Twitch. It would be great to hit that 50 because then you can start thinking about monetization and chat opens up for a bunch of fun stuff or emotes and kind of stuff I'd love to play with because I love that kind of stuff. It's why I have all these weird streaming gimmicks because I like this stuff. I like the creativity and the interaction and the personalization of streaming. I really love it. So if you could, go on over to that IronVerse twitch.tv/IronVerse Comics and give me a follow if you're on Twitch. If you're not, no worries. But that's where I'm going to be streaming next. It's just going to be Twitch, and we're going to see if that works. If it does, then that's just how I'm going to have to do things. And folks will have to be on both platforms to get all my content instead of one or the other, which I liked. I preferred one or the other, but we'll see if Twitch works. If Twitch doesn't work anyway, then screw them. Maybe I'll just do YouTube, which, yeah. But I would like Twitch to work because I think Twitch has more potential for passive growth and live streaming than YouTube does. So that'd be cool, but it is what it is. So anywho, Maestro,
Here to serve.
let's end this with a fun note, and then I'll catch you folks later. So let me see. Do I have that installed here? Can it be done? Oh, it can be done. Dance party. Oh, it can be done. Enjoy, folks. I appreciate you. And I will catch you again later. Rather abrupt ending. I need to have that fade out on the audio as well. But yes, thank you folks so much. Thank you, Dave Art Illustrations, for following. I hope that came through. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, folks. Adios, vaya con Dios, and I will catch you on down the line. If you are on Twitch, hopefully I'll be there and everything will work very shortly. All right, later.